Blessings. We are Thymus. We are the collective of Ascended Masters. You are the ones who gave us the name of the Ascended Masters to signify the high esteem in which you hold us, and we appreciate that, of course. We love you, and we adore you, but we simply cannot possibly see ourselves as being better than you, or seeing any type of hierarchy to exist within this universe, or within any universe for that matter. All parts of the universe are needed, and it is required for all parts of this universe to function as they were created to function. And therefore, when you feel like you are falling short of the goals that you have set for yourself, please recognize that those goals are very much created by you, and that they often result in you feeling like you are not measuring up. As you begin to understand that you are exactly where you are supposed to be, and that the only thing missing from the current moment you are in is self-love, then you can start to get your priorities straight. And so, being hard on others is also something that you do that is very mind-oriented and unnecessary. You can always reframe something to soften it and to make it more digestible. So for example, when you see someone out there who is clearly operating from a lower vibrational frequency, instead of judging them or simply thinking, "I do not like them anymore," you can realize that the person is playing the role that they are meant to play in this universe in order to complete it. You see, everything is always changing in this universe of ours, but nothing needs to. No one needs to get better, to improve, to evolve, it just is. It's just what's happening and always will be happening, and when you let go, you let it happen. But when you get down on yourself for being where you are or who you are, then you are not aligning with source energy, and that doesn't feel good. Recognize that if you are making a lot of mistakes, by your definition, in your life, then you are exploring what it is like to make a lot of mistakes, and that's okay. Acknowledge that every time you slip up in one way or another, you give source that experience through you, and therefore, you fulfill your life's purpose. Your purpose is to exist, and to exist as you, but if you think your purpose is to do something, and you are not doing it, then you're being unnecessarily hard on yourselves, and that's not a part of your purpose. Self-love starts with self-acceptance. Self-acceptance begins when you bless all circumstances as they are, including you and your relationship to your gifts, or abundance, or other people. The simple answer to every question then must be, relax. Everything is as it is supposed to be, and it will get better. But it doesn't need you to force it to get better. It's a natural phenomenon that we all get to experience together, and we can say that because each and every one of us has been exactly where each and every one of you are right now. And in some ways, we still are there. So relax, and take it easy, especially when it comes to yourselves and your fellow humans. All is working out according to the divine plan. That is all for now. We are Thymus. We are the collective of Ascended Masters, and we are always amongst you. Channel, Daniel Scranton. The path to ascension is the path to your freedom and liberation. But how can you get there if you don't know what it means? How can you get to unconditional love if you don't know what love means, when your idea of love is about possessing? Forget love, start with appreciation. You don't have to love something to appreciate something about it. You don't have to love your home to appreciate sleeping on a soft mattress. You don't have to love your neighbor to appreciate the fact they keep to themselves or keep an eye on your house when you are away. You don't have to love the chair to appreciate the support it gives you when you sit on it. You don't have to love your car to appreciate the fact it drives you safely to where you need to go. Start here. Forget joy and bliss, for your idea of joy is attached to the doing of something or being with someone or achieving something. Forget joy, start with feeling better. When you make a choice that feels better than the other choice you could have made, you are on the path to joy. Start with feeling better. Forget being light, start by lightening your load so you feel lighter. Start by delegating to universal forces all that is heavy, and then you will be on your path to light. Send them the intention you would like to receive if you were in their shoes. To move forward on that path to freedom and love, you need to open up to different ways and expressions of what it means. Forget abundance, start with enough. You don't need to have plenty of everything in every moment, but you can recognize when you have enough of what you need in every moment and make that enough. When you have a full belly, you ate enough. When you wake up refreshed, you slept enough. When you put time and effort on a project, you worked enough. When you go to the store and stand in the aisle that's full of products and variety, you have enough to choose from. Start with enough. If the path was like a measuring stick, don't measure yourself with the end of the stick. Take note of moving a little more towards the end, for that is the path and the end is a destination. So forget perfection as a final product and start with better, a little better. You need to charge the way you look at things and measure things in order to be free of these concepts and definitions and move past them. And when you release the definitions, the boxes that define things with borders, now you are free to move beyond these boxes, beyond 3D. It is a path, a direct line to more, so you start where you are and move to a little better. Feeling a little better. Appreciating a little more. Feeling a little fuller. Feeling a little lighter. And the time will come as you move on that path, when you would have become lighter, larger, bigger, better, fuller. A larger version of you. Don't make it complicated. Don't make it hard on yourself. Channel, Nadina Bone. When we are aware of the qualities of energies within and around us, we can be aware of the lessons that confront us. We express ourselves through our physical body in an empirical world that is constantly made real by the beliefs of humanity. We emit electromagnetic energy patterns through our mental and emotional processes, and we direct our lives by what goes on in our thoughts and feelings. These are the energy patterns that we are constantly creating and imbuing our experiences with. By being aware of the vibratory quality of our thoughts and feelings, we can realize that we can control and direct them. Everything is energy, and we express this energy with our consciousness. The physical world is what we imagine it to be. Within our consciousness, everything exists, and we can be aware of everything that we allow ourselves to know about. It comes to us through our intuitive knowing in the depth of our essence. It is the conscious life force in the heart of our being. When we recognize it, we realize that we know it well. It is our own presence of awareness beyond space and time. Realizing that we are living beyond space and time concurrently with our role as humans, we can understand the entire complexity of the human experience in encountering negative energy. In order to take this experience as real, we had to create our limiting beliefs. When we desire to realize our true self, we must know that we are not required to maintain limiting beliefs. We are fractals of the universal consciousness of the Creator, making us infinite in our presence of awareness, and with free minds and emotions, enabling us to create unique patterns of energy in the constant expansion of consciousness. We can resolve and release them and open our realization to our infinite essence. It is a most freeing experience to understand the magnitude of who we are. Working with our thoughts and emotions in intentionally creative ways is what we're designed to do. We can't not create. It's our nature to create the energetic feeling of every experience in our lives. We get to choose the quality of every experience that we have. When we don't realize what we're doing, and we don't intentionally choose our thoughts and feelings, we believe that life is haphazard, and things just happen. Once we open ourselves beyond our limitations, we can master ourselves and create experiences that enhance life everywhere, including our own. By Kenneth Schmidt.